So apparently black churches want Al Sharpton to be suspended from MSNBC because of the payments that he took from Kamala Harris' campaign. The black church wants Al Sharpton nixed from MSNBC over $500,000 donation from Kamala Harris' campaign. And it's interesting that the black church come out now about such things, but let's read this a little bit. A group of black churches is calling on MSNBC to have civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton removed from the network after finding his nonprofit received a $500,000 donation from Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign, Fox News reported. By representing 50,000 churches, 50,000 churches are in the United States. I just never fathomed that number. And more than 27 million members. What happened? It disappeared. Here we go. Throughout the United States, the National Black Church Initiative claims to be very concerned that one of our leaders appears to be selling our voting to Kamala Harris's campaign and wants the network. What the heck? That's what's up. Oh, see, look at this. That's what's up with these websites. So I normally go through browsers. And wants the network to do something about it. This type of action puts a moral stain on the integrity of the black church. Disappeared again. The coalition said in a statement posted to Facebook on December 3rd. Now this church, what's it called? Black Church, National Black Church Initiative. Never heard of it. All these so-called members and all of this type of stuff. So why are they coming out now? Why couldn't they have come out 10 years prior to this, 20 years prior to this, 30 years prior to this, when Al Sharpton was going around New York strong-arming certain businesses and people and organizations to do certain things? Pretty much being a mafia member is pretty much what he was doing. But these black churches are coming out and they're trying to do this stuff now, which they do no good in the community at all. But they want to come out now and grandstand and whatever this organization is. They probably just got started yesterday. Just guessing, allegedly. And so we'll continue. In all to talk about the threat to our democracy, someone forgot to articulate that free, open, objective, and transparent press is an essential component of the building blocks to preserve our democracy's integrity. Who is this talking? Talking that democratic liberal crap. The news broke of the massive chain of donations following a report from the Washington Free Beacon revealing the Harris campaign made two donations of $250,000 to Sharpton's National Action Network on September 5th and October 1st, just before a scheduled interview with Sharpton was set to air on October 20th. While Sharpton has yet to address the matter, MSNBC claims they were unaware of any donations. The network has a history of former and current anchors receiving political donations, resulting in the suspension of Joe Scarborough and Keith Olbermann in 2010. So we're going to check out some of the video It was pretty much a softball video. He didn't give her any hard questions or anything, and he got these two payments of $250,000 apiece, with added to $500,000. Oh, let's put it in perspective. $500,000. He got this money before he did this softball interview. So we're gonna check this some of this softball interview out.
The black vote is important, but Georgia's important.
Yes.
Wisconsin's important.
Yes.
And how do you, as you go, dealing with your economic message?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people that call my radio show that says, well, what happens, how does this impact my pocket?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean, Reverend Al, with inflation reduction. I don't know what infrastructure means.
Right.
Share with our viewers on what has impacted them and what a President Harris will do that understands what needs to go in their pocket, not the Beltway language.
So it's a very legitimate and important question that voters asked that we should respond to on the affirmative without waiting for the question. So, for example, how will it affect individuals? Part of my plan is to expand the child tax credit to $6,000, and in particular to target young parents in the first year of their child's life to make sure they have the resources to buy a crib or a car seat or clothes.
So just so you know, this is, and she said it, expand the child tax credit, but you have to have a baby after she's elected, and it only covers you for the first year. It doesn't cover any children that you already have. So let's establish that. Bullshit.
Because, you know, we know that the vast majority of our parents have a natural desire to parent their children well, but not always the resources. Especially when you also recognize that we did this, which is expand the child tax credit for less than I'm proposing now. But when we did, we reduced childhood poverty in America by 50%, black childhood poverty reduced by half. Part of my plan is to deal with the home health care of seniors. And I tell a personal story. I often go off script to tell a personal story. When my mother was sick, as it turned out, she was dying from cancer.
Whoa, that was important. She said she often go off script. If you guys didn't know they had a script, she told her she goes off script.
Sir, I took care of her. And to take care of an elder relative means to try and cook something they feel like eating or can eat. It means trying to put clothes on them or give them clothes that don't irritate their skin, to help them put on a sweater. It means trying to figure out a way to just bring a smile to their face from time to time, to say something that might make them laugh. It's about dignity. And far too many people who are taking care of elder relatives are struggling, because to do that means often they may have to leave their job, which means they're going to reduce their income, or they have to pay down their savings to qualify for Medicaid. So my plan is to recognize this is about dignity and to say that should not have to happen in order for you to have help to take care of an elder. We're going to have Medicare cover it. And I think about this issue also in the context of people who are in the sandwich generation. And that's what we call people who are taking care of their young kids and their parents.
Wow.
And shouldn't have to think about leaving their job or losing all of their savings in order to apply for Medicaid. These are examples.
Everything this lady is saying right now just makes no sense whatsoever, even though I tried to make sense out of it. If you are on Facebook and you're watching this, you can follow me. You can like it. Put a comment in there. If you are on YouTube, you can look up Mr. Info space 5000. Go ahead and subscribe to that, like that. And I appreciate y'all taking 5 minutes to watch this video. Thanks.